Okay, I think we're going live on YouTube.
Still can't
Yeah, we're going live on YouTube, I think. I'm pretty sure. So, welcome everyone.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I still can't see you on YouTube.
Okay, wait. Well, I'll just stream. Okay, copy. I'll just put the link now in our conversation.
No, I'm already on your YouTube channel, Remens One Live, but it doesn't work.
Nope. Why not?
No, it says waiting on for Dino treatments.
I hate technology.
I hate the taxes.
Wait. I'll just have to see now. Okay. Going live. Let's see.
What software are you using?
OBS.
It should just press go live.
It should work, right? I know. Maybe I'll just go like this, like copy and paste the link. It used to work like that, easier. Okay, going live. Now copy, paste. Badam. Okay, I will paste you in the group also on Facebook, so you can check it out. I think it's working. It should work.
On YouTube, still don't. No.
No, it says on YouTube that it's going live for already half a minute. Okay, it has some latency probably.
It says waiting for. I'm refreshing.
Yeah, it's also saying waiting.
Yeah, no.
Waiting.
Yeah, we can see your desktop.
You can see my desktop.
Now we are there.
Yeah, okay. That's it. It's just latency. So everything we do is going to happen on YouTube a few seconds later, few seconds afterwards. Okay.
Perfect.
So welcome everyone. Hi, how are you?
Hey, how?
How's the situation in the world?
Hey, ching ching.
Ching ching. Where's my beer? Here. And my
Chin.
cheers. This is for shoes, but it's great opener. So Simone, are you okay?
Yeah, perfect.
How is it in Italy?
In 5 minutes, I'll be better.
Welcome everyone. So we are having, let me introduce people, guests we have here in Koronaslam 8. First we have Simone Savo from Italy.
Hi. I was drinking. Hi.
Yeah. Say a few words about yourself.
Oh, fine. I'm a dubbing director. I do slam since 2005, and I'm a founder of the LIPS, Lega Italiana Poetry Slam, which is the Italian League of Poetry Slam, and I did something around the world
Yeah.
on TV. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Then we have Philip Meersman from Belgium.
Hi. Well, Philip, live in Brussels. Well, I don't know when I started with poetry, so that was when I could write. Most probably, I'm already that old. Traveling the world with poetry, thanks to a lot of very nice invitations. Working, finalizing my second book with that painting as the cover.
Oh, cool.
There's Blue Somewhere is the title, with publishing house in India. And trying to coordinate some European and inclusive World Championship Poetry Slam together with all the fantastic people, because I mean it's mostly they that do the work and I just push sometimes them to work harder.
Cool. Yeah. Then we also have Bardo Nahualli. Did I read that last name right? I'm learning Spanish actually. I started learning Spanish since this Corona. Is it Nahualli? Nahualli should be correct.
Well, it's actually it's not my real name. It's like an alter ego. Nahualli in pre-Hispanic culture is like your animal soul, connect you with the nature.
Cool.
It's like a bardo. It's not a name. It's it's like a title for the people who do something. Like a shoemaker, the key maker, the bardo, the guy who do music, poetry, drink, and it's an alter ego. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm so a pleasure to share with you. I'm come from Mexico. Now I'm staying here in Belgrade, doing something about poetry, about music, and I hope to see us on a personal physic in a contest. I mean, this is like a worldwide movement, and it's a real pleasure to take part of this. This event now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's also a pleasure to have you here. Great. How do you like Serbia?
Thank you. Wow, it's so amazing. It's the culture. It's the middle point of the Europe.
Yeah.
Where converge, Africa, Asia, the north of Europe, everything, Mediterranean, and I feel like in Mexico. It's like Latin America. It's, all the Balkanic countries are so rich in culture and history, and it's amazing. I feel incredible.
Yeah, and we also have this fire-ish mentality as Mexicans.
Cool, yeah, nice.
And we have Bardo Perini, straight from Argentina, but he's not in Argentina right now. Bardo?
No, I got stuck in Tenerife.
In Tenerife, wow. We are so sorry for you.
Yeah.
Tell us a few words about yourself.
My friend around here. It was like the first part of
say something about yourself. Sorry, this is just.
Okay. No, we were just touring around. It was like the first stop of our tour with my friend. We have a show called Poemakia. This one is in Spanish.
Wait, 1 second. There is a lot of noise. So anyone who has noise in behind, you have this mute.
I'm okay.
There is mute button here on the left bottom corner.
Philip is mute?
No. I think someone should put mute because someone is somewhere in the noise. So it would be better if they mute.
Okay.
You can say again because we didn't.
Now we're good.
Yeah.
So, well, basically, my name is Ignacio Perini. I'm the Argentinian Poetry Slam vice champion. I went to the Poetry Slam touring around Europe. I was in Belgium with Philip at Brussels like 3 years ago. 3 years ago? 3 years ago. Who knows? So basically that. It's kind of big. It's pretty actually.
Okay. Okay.
That's you, Dino. You're the noise.
Me?
Right?
No. I'm home. It's maybe Bardo.
So it's the other Bardo.
The other Bardo.
Yeah, what?
You have noise behind you. Can you turn off
Yeah, it's on the street. Yeah, just let me, of course.
You know what would be the best? When it's not your poem, if you could just press mute.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that's great. So we are going to do it like this. I have 4 papers here. Your names are on it. So we can choose to pick if anyone wants to maybe be the first to perform, or otherwise I will just put them all in the hat and then randomly pick. Okay? Okay, let's see. First paper. First paper is Philip. Okay? I cannot hear any one of you now.
I have demuted myself.
You didn't have to all mute. So second, Bardo, which means Nahualli. Okay? Third one will be Ignacio. Okay? And fourth, Simone. So, we will do 2 rounds of 3 poems and 1 extra for the end. So, there is no time limit actually, but maybe just to keep it within 3 minutes or 4 minutes, it doesn't matter. Just, I don't know, go with the flow, you will feel it yourselves. Whatever you like topics are not given in front, so you can choose whatever you like. You can curse, you can do whatever. This is not a children-free program. This is children-free program, so children can watch if they like and if their parents think so. So it's all your time now. Who was Philip? You were the first, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I would want to do a poem in Dutch and one in English.
Mm-hmm.
The first one here in Belgium, the national poet has set up a thing which is called the Read of Poetry, where poets, a group of poets, write poems on request for families who have lost somebody within the Corona crisis.
Oh.
So people can ask that a poem is specially written for this family members. And I got a request from a place where elderly are living together to write a poem of hope for them because they have lost more than 20 people on the 120 people that live in the home at the moment that they asked this. So this one is in Dutch. The care home is called A Cappella. It's in a city called Cappella op den Bos, but it's called A Cappella. Sorry for the introduction, but I think if it's in Dutch, it's best that I introduce it.
Okay.
We tellen af tot mis ingehaakte armen, bang van samenzang. Marie-Louise ligt stil. We tellen bloemblaadjes. 7 anjers, 7 rozen en samen zo verdomd alleen het isolement wendt. Niet herinner je de warme thuis, staat er en aan tafel, zitten in de tuin tussen torenhoge bomen, cultuur na het middaguur. Dingen doen, denken, delen, die dwars door de gangendravers, die dagelijkse doeldingen, die dankbare gedeelde momenten. Weet je nog, dat we samen aten. Goedgezinde gewoonte van gretig gedeelde verhalen, één tafel, één gezin. Stenen, schapen, blaten, al jaren, maar ook guitige geitjes grazen. Ze kijken naar Karels kolossale kruiken. Kleinkinderen komen knuffelen, kuieren, klimmen, ontroerend goed verhalen vertellen, kleren herstellen. Nu tellen we af tot troelmissen ingehaakte armen, bang van samenzang. De Marie-Louise ligt stil. We tellen bloemblaadjes. 7 anjers, 7 rozen en samen zo verdomd alleen het isolement wendt. Dubbel zo hard draven de diensten, samen dragen ze deze lasten, maar de onmacht knabbelt aan wankele benen. Warmte wijkt voor wikkels. Aan, raken. Stil de zaal waar we samen zaten. Zichtbaar geschrokken zijn wij, terwijl tijd traag lijkt te tikken. Knokken, oude knoken, teruggetrokken tegen dit. Maar we tellen af tot troelmissen ingehaakte armen, bang van samenzang. De Marie-Louise ligt stil. We tellen bloemblaadjes, 7 anjers, 7 rozen en samen zo verdomd alleen. Het isolement wendt niet. Rituele delen zoals het strelen afscheid nemen naar de herfst, wanneer één de winter inwandelde. Wijken voor het welzijn van zij die blijven. Gelijk gemeenschappelijk groeten. Verdriet verteerd teder tussen vrienden, terwijl het lijkt alsof we allen alleen, alle leed legen uit de kruiken van verdriet. Deze abondance zal niet blijven. Eerstdaags dragen we deze lasten te gaar, walsen we weer. Vegen we de miserie van tafel, want we tellen af tot troelmissen ingehaakte armen, bang van samenzang. De Marie-Louise ligt stil. Tellen bloemblaadjes, 7 anjers, 7 rozen en samen zo verdomd alleen het isolement wendt niet dat zij die vrijwillig de dag opfleuren met lukt om lief te lachen, samen de dagen in de ogen te kijken en zoveel warmte te zien. Weldra voelen we elkaar weer, raken we weer meer betrokken in het nabijzijn, drukken we elkander weer dicht aan onze borst, raken we elkaar aan, filosoferen we weer over de waarde van samen zijn, leren we meer en tellen we gehaalde slagen van troel, haken we armen en zingen we in de zalen van 's morgens vroeg tot 's avonds laat. Is het leven mooi, laten we de zon weer in ons hart, drinken we dos cervezas en we hebben dan weer even voor elkaar en we dansen en we lachen en we zingen, schateren tot we schudden samen.
Woo!
Short one.
Cheers. I understood dos cervezas,
Yes, for the dos cervezas.
but it's beautiful language.
Yes, that's why I... The next one is currents. The world is suffering from bulimia, the magical realism of packed warehouses, sniffed milk powder bags, a pardon of others once milked, hormonal forgiveness, full of steroid antibiotics. The world is suffering from anorexia, expressionism, of overflying cargo planes, treeless mountains bombarded with flour, of departing troops and abandoned refugees left to the enemy's free hand. The world is suffering from neurosis, abstract conceptualism, of ecological certification, of polished projectiles, of unique identity, brand-conscious branding, of consumption of child labor, of dissociating ethically. The world is suffering from psychosis, surrealism, of applying double standards, of peace be with you whilst piercing the heart and gagging the mouth, of sex slaves, child soldiers, disaster sales, and statistics viewing. The world suffers from forgive us because we didn't plan it this way. Thank you.
Great. And the third? Will you perform the third?
You want a short third one? Because I'm already past my 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
If my colleagues allow me, then this one is for the Holy Trinity, 3 girls, a mama, and a festival organizer in South Africa, in Durban. The Holy Trinity bus poem. This is the first time I'm performing this. Be on time, see the heritage. Check in, passport, ticket ready, be on time. Motherfucker, shit. Tell a story, emotion and spine. Capture the threat, alive, all mine. Me, the motherfucker, shit. Nothing happens. God will punish in the end. Motherfucker, shit. Orphaned by hateful eyes. In his brain, the thought he had completely untrue. To be sad. Motherfucker, shit. Whitewashed memories, drowned in wine. Words are the poison of the brain. Motherfucker, shit. Thunder was never that close. Burn, blue in screens, submerged in tweets and likes. Unfollow posts you do not like. Unlike friends you never see. Untangle threads of you and me. Motherfucker, shit. No alternative to your facts exists. No solution found to the acid in your words. Hit the road. Parents may come from the wrong dawn to you. Motherfucker, shit. Stories need to be retold. Listen up, 140 character people. This is not forgotten. Motherfucker, shit.
Thank you. Okay. Who was the second one? Bardo. Yeah. Can you just unmute yourself?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's clear. Do I hear clear?
Yes. You're great.
Okay, nice. Well, I used to write about apocalypse, post-apocalypse stuff, and my first text is about about how do you feel? I wrote this text like 7 years ago, but it's really like for nowadays about this situation. And here we go. This is the shadow of them who never dies. I will did it in Spanish. La sombra del que nunca muere. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a la agonía de los espíritus encarcelados. Bienvenidos al gran banquete donde no comes, sino que eres comido. Porque en estos tiempos la cordura es tu mayor maldición. En esta mazmorra de horrores, en este mundo de locos, donde solo sufrirás sus miserias, para estar condenados a la locura, para dormitar como bestias, torpes y satisfechos, mirando el mundo desde aquí dentro, entre las frías paredes de la soledad. Y ahí, aquí, allá, aquí donde has perdido el trabajo, aquí donde has perdido el dinero, el amor, la guitarra, el sueño y finalmente el juicio, aquí se escucha el canto del loco, el llanto del solitario, bajo un delirio en el que aún brilla un triste fuego de sueño en su esperanza. Porque solo así podrás dormir bajo el fuego que hay, donde suenan las flores con los murmullos del viento, bajo unos besos de ella que ya no existen, bajo estas sábanas mojadas por las 1000 putas que taparán esta noche el frío de su ausencia, porque solo así podrás dormir bajo la espuma blanca del mar mientras las alas del viento giran y te parten en 1000 estrellas para no volar mañana. Allí sentados, con las manos frías, en un día de muertos en primavera, mirando nuevos ciclos que reverdecen con lluvias ácidas de temporada. Aquí echado, sentado, con la vieja fiera, ahora presa, con la sangre helada recorriendo todo el cuerpo entumecido, con la mirada fija en el vacío, esperando el último expreso que te llevará a dormitar en tu última morada solitario para siempre. Gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
Sí. It's the first one.
Sí.
Just let me search the next one.
Claro.
Okay, this next text is I wrote it when I arrived here to Belgrade because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan to travel anything. I don't have a plan to my life now. So I wrote this text when I arrived here in Belgrade 5 months ago. And in Spanish, this is el rumbo, like the way, your own way. Okay. Tal vez he perdido el rumbo. Tengo miedo. Ya no sé por dónde voy. ¿Alguien tiene una respuesta? Ya no hay un plan para el desayuno, solo una sopa de 3 minutos. Es un día hermoso, soleado en los días de noviembre de Belgrado. Quiero salir a caminar, pero estas botas y estos zapatos me pesan ya demasiado. Cada día brilla cruzando los puentes de los ríos fríos, en una terraza donde todos habitamos, mirando el mundo desde nuestras cómodas salas. El camino mira oscuro y los bosques espesos atraen a sus próximas víctimas. He perdido el rumbo otra vez. Tal vez alguien puede decirme a dónde ir. Tengo miedo del mundo y el mundo tiene miedo de mí. Los días pasan, la gente pasa, el transporte pasa, la agonía del mundo algún día pasará. Okay, my third text, I wrote it. I think it's one of my first texts when I started doing slamming. This is the Precarist. It's one of my favorites for myself. I wrote this just only for slams. This is the Precarist.
Okay.
Nacidos en un taxi intergaláctico viajan patriotas, acuchillando a otros hombres por un lugar hacia el infierno. Una luz palidece este fondo pintado a brochazos de monóxido de carbono. Cambias cuencas de vidrio usando máscaras, andando por las calles de la soledad. Es terquedad de sobrevivencia, porque difícil es andar donde los santos flotan en un océano de rezos por los siglos de los siglos. Amén. El cielo es amarillo, el mismo cielo oxidado, el paisaje decadente, caminando hacia el ombligo de la luna, el Tenochtitlán. El hambre, hay que matarle. La única culpable sin sentencias apenas de cárcel. Niños con máscaras antigas, seres de otro planeta, otros color cobrizo y ojos rasgados, hijos de los hombres termita, hombres topos, casi ciegos, en agujeros negros, siguiendo un bastón de pastoreo humano. Nadie debe preocuparse del apocalipsis viviendo presos de la ignorancia, mientras campesinos siguen los ríos de asfalto, se vuelven precaristas. Volvemos al cielo en forma de humo, cantando ceremonias de desintegración física. Millares de peces, millones de pescados en el mar, sucumbiendo al nuevo estilo de vida en los océanos, arrojando bocanadas de petróleo por los ojos, eyaculaciones de progreso. Pero la naturaleza se está adaptando, la naturaleza nos está adaptando. Escucha, los revolucionarios de la luz no queremos incendiar ciudades, queremos incendiar conciencias. Una cápsula de polen para alimentar el cuerpo y una flama de luz para alimentar el espíritu. Mientras sigue adelante, que el sentido de la vida se pierde cuando te quedas parado. Se puede iluminar la oscuridad, pero no el vacío. Creer es un bálsamo para el espíritu. Dame agua de beber bajo el cielo azul sobre la gran laguna del Valle de México. Y en medio, el sopilote de negras alas devorando intestinos de antiguos precaristas. Recordar el día que llovió y cayeron los cielos. Fue entonces que dio inicio el ciclo del sexto sol en un fuego nuevo surgido en la piedra donde hicieron su nido las estrellas. Gracias.
Woo! Great. I will have to translate this for practice in Spanish.
I will try to do it in English and share with all of you.
Okay. Bardo, Perini, Ignacio. Hey. How are you? Ready?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm ready. I want to warn everyone that I have toffee here.
Oh.
So if you hear some barking, some uncontrolled barking, it's this this little girl.
Okay.
So that's just for you to know. But yeah, she seems to be sleeping.
Great.
Anyways, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going to try to leave this here. Just 1 second. And if you still listen, do you still listen if I do this?
Yes.
Yes? It's good?
Yes, it's good.
Sorry, because I'm a poetry slammer. I can't do like singing like this. I need to dance.
Okay.
So yeah, anyways, so I'm going for it. So basically, my name is Ignacio Perini. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I've been writing poetry for the past 5 years of my life. And in these past 5 years, the only constant thing in my life, apart from poetry, that is that I never, ever stop failing when it comes to love. When it comes to love, I had like a lot of breakups, like really a lot of them. And I know some people watching now may be wondering, like, okay, so how many breakups can actually someone have in just 5 years? So I will put it this way. I wrote a book about it. This is a book containing not every, but some of my breakups in my past 5 years. So what I'm going to do in this first part is I'm going to tell you 2 stories about breakups I had. So for the first one, for some time I used to date a girl. She worked with computers, like networking, programming, something like that. I never really understood. Maybe that was a problem. Things didn't work out between us, and we finally broke up. But after we broke up, she kept texting me, calling me, and I was like, I need to write something for her. So I came up with this idea. So basically, this poem, it's all error messages, like all error messages that you can find on internet or using your computer. So basically, what I did is I took all these error messages and I put one after the other, and eventually I came up with this that, if we're lucky, it will sound like a poem. The poem is called Error. Yet not a single word from my pen. It's just error after error, and it goes like this. An unknown error occurred. Connection is lost. It has stopped working unexpectedly, an unexpected error. Something is technically wrong. Something is wrong now. We know it. This site is potentially harmful. There was a problem processing your request. Registry error. There was a problem sending your message. Syntax error. Unable to find friends. You can follow any more people. An internal error occurred. Check your phone. Stop responding. Not responding. It seems we have some problems on our side. Unable to connect. You're offline. We can't find what you're looking for. Go back. Error 107, ignore. Error 229, ignore. Error 303, ignore. Error 404, well, this is embarrassing. Fatal exception error. Protection error. A virus was found. Connection expired. This site is not trusted. Connection is not private. Your connection is not secure. Unit does not exist. Try again. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Try again. Please try again later. This message is too long. You can wait for response or kill the process. Learn more. Check your content. Learn more. This message is too long. Sorry. Something went wrong. Thank you.
Woo!
That's the first one.
Yeah.
So the dog wants to go out. I'm going to open her and be back in 1 second.
She doesn't like your poetry.
Yeah, dogs and kids, you can always trust them. They don't lie. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to do one more in this first round. So as I told you, I have this book, which is all about breakups. But I always like to say this is something like a piece of wisdom I always want and like to transmit to other people when we talk about breakups. And it's like, like not every relationship end up badly. sum it up worst. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you about the worst breakup I've ever had. This is the worst story of the book. Basically, it goes like this. I used to date this girl, and we had an open relationship. I don't know if any of you have no relationship, but if you haven't, good for you. You'll understand why in just 1 second. Basically, we were an open couple, so we were watching other people on the side just for fun, just for sex. But we were pretty much a couple, and we were doing just fine. Until, there's always an until. When someone is telling you about an open relationship, you wait for the until, it will come. So basically, in this case, was until she met another guy. Like she was dating, like having 2 boyfriends, which is okay. Like any one of us can make the romantic decisions they want with their life, do what they see fit. But I was in pain. I wasn't having a good time with that. I couldn't handle it. So after some time of this, I finally told her, if you want to be with him, be with him, do as you please, be happy, fuck you. And basically, I left her. But after I left her, she started like telling me, texting me, calling me that I miss you, that I don't want to be with him, I want to be with you, and can't we give us another chance, try to make things work out? And I was like, no, I don't think so, no. After 1 month of this, I finally told her, if you really want this so bad, come to my house, let's have a conversation, see if we can work things out. So she did. She came to my house. We had a wonderful conversation, and we were back together. Until the very next day, I received a message on my phone. It was WhatsApp from her saying something like, I was thinking about what we talked yesterday, and I think it's better if we keep separated. So I am leaving you. Such a wonderful person she was. So basically, I was very, very angry because of that attitude. So I decided to write this poem. It's a very angry poem. It's called Loveless Decalogue. It has 10 parts. I'm going to do 8 parts in English and 2 parts in Spanish. So if you understand Spanish, you will get 100% of the poem. If you only speak English, you will get 80% of the poem. 80 is still good. We can work with 80. If you don't understand either English or Spanish, like this is a great time to go have a cigarette or a coffee or something and come back in 5 minutes. So, anyways, the poem is called Loveless Decalogue, and it goes like this. 1. Preface. I didn't feel you coming. When I realized you were in me already, exactly like cancer. 2. Thought. The worst part of falling in love, it's you. 3. Copla. Con el corazón abierto esperaba yo. Con el corazón abierto esperaba yo. El diablo se dio cuenta y te envió. El diablo se dio cuenta y te envió. That means I was waiting with my heart open. The devil realized he sent you. 4. The real poem. The tiger claw perches soft on my neck. I dream of me not sleeping. In the dream, the tiger walks along me. He turns into a cat and sleeps on my lap. Suddenly he claws me, swears not on purpose, in every pain triggers the real one, the spasm that brings me back to reality, but the tiger claw plunges into my inner river. Margin starts to overflow, floods the room. But the dream's reality turns out to be another dream, or perhaps a sad allegory. Blood continues to flow through its channel. What drives me adrift is a non-existent crime. 5. Aphorism. Sex pushes us, but love is to the other way. 6. Joke, knock knock, who is it, and who, another love deception. 7. Haiku, cherry blossoms, perfect whispering to you. Fucking go hard, bitch. 8. Decima spinella. For those of you who don't know what a decima spinella is, it's a rhyme system which is written A-B-B-A-A-C-C-E-B-C. If you want to remember how to write a spinella, you can memorize the formula in a horizontal way. You get this war of bands between ABBA and AC/DC. AC/DC can with double C, double D, but it's just a mnemotechnic rule to remember a decimal spinella like this one that goes like this. Nuestros buenos recuerdos son como un tesoro. Hay que revolver entre tanta mierda, cavar tan profundo para que no se pierda. Pensándolo bien, mejor ya no me enamoro. ¿Será que estas palabras tienen poco decoro, que resultan peor que ese rebajarme dejándote volver para después dejarme? Lágrimas de cocodrilo que juran heridas, aficionada en mentiras, experta en huidas de todo ese infierno, pero olvidarme. 9. End. I threw you like a stone into the river far away, expecting for you to sink. I turned around and started walking, but I forgot that you're like a boomerang, and your favorite sport is coming back treasures, attacking the back. Then, epilogue. You, like this piece of paper, are a lifeless object without soul, creating from another who did have a life. Hopefully, sooner than later, it will come for you. As for it, moment of recycling.
Thank you. Simone.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, fine. So, I can start with an Italian poem because I'm a little bit anxious, like always, but I tend to leave anxiety behind and outside of me when I can. And this poem is a mantra, it's called Give Out Time and Calmness. And it goes like this. Come, quando vedi mari che si perdono negli occhi di chi cresce non soggiace a regole, di carne e neve chiedi aiuto ad un amico che regala ricordi di favola, volando da sogni a respiri, gridando nell'ombra di un turbine, taciuta da tempo ormai privi, di senso, abitudine e ritmo, privati dei giorni più veri, rimane nel tempo un silenzio stranito cresciuto nel vento più cupe, lenisce dolore, scalfito da critiche, insulse perverse che tramano in vuoti sorrisi, divisi amicizie di nebbia toccate da spose all'altare del vano profano, silente padrone del mondo chiamato egoismo, tutore di uomo, solo, perso, prono, primo autore di rumore che detesta e non sopporta, trova pace nel calore di un grammofono a colori, istinti da scialba tristezza, taciuta parenti ed amici, cresciuta nel glabro tremore di un senso a misura di topo, e dopo che il buio è svanito rimane soltanto il sapore di un freddo riflesso distinto represso da anni di sola abitudine, agrigecità di rincorse ai lavori, valori velati, dottori vigliacchi e sparuti, ritocchi si placano in tempo ormai lunghi per essere tenuti ne trovano i zoppi incapaci di moto sincronico e lieto, ride, osserva e nuota in acque che rimangono quiete anche quando piove ghiaccio che si rompe in mille gocce di cristallo e fuoco dolce in culla una stoffa di suono tessuta da unicorni e chimere, le mere ambizioni di cenere che volano insieme alla morte riportano pensieri più lievi, le teste di chi non le vuole tenere per mano in una sequenza di liquido organza il camo di sete leggere volatile preda di incubi stanchi dimostra mansetti dimostra di essere vivo rinuncia per cieli di semplice oro ignora il fine radazza del suono che avanza e rimane pur sempre legato al tuo vero caldo essere uomo. Cresci in note nuove e piene, lascia agli altri nervi e rabbia, calma, agisci, perché chi ami viva in te e nel tuo ricordo, perché l'ansia è un rumore, non cambia il domani, ma rovina l'oggi. And this one was
Woo!
about this one was about
That was great.
leave behind the anxiety because it ruins today and it doesn't change tomorrow. So I did it because Ignacio did a haiku and it ends with an haiku. This poem, so I wanted to give tribute to Ignacio, and I'll try one that I never did live, so I will read it. Sorry.
Oh, premiere.
It's kind of a new.
Yeah.
Somebody knows it. It's called mente, which is mind and lying in Italian. Like when you tell a lie, when someone tells a lie, is lui mente. He's lying, but mente is mind too. So. Cerchi, tocchi, cancelli, scatti, cancelli, swipe left, a sinistra. Resta sospesa quella sorpresa di nuova voglia incagliata in maglie di cotte, tu. Sotto tutto quel trucco sei trappola per troppi. Swipe right, a destra, tu. Wow. A sinistra sembra sempre ombra, quella bella pelle sulle spalle. A destra, con tutto il vuoto che il tuo volto vuol rivolto verso il fuoco, diverso dentro il poco che ora vedi tu. E il tuo ego motellato da modella mozzafiato che ha scambiato l'essere bella per lavoro e soluzione, non sarà solo illusione, dice quella tua espressione. Tu. E tutto quell'inferno dentro agli occhi. E quel che ti manca, e quello che non hai, che avevi, hai perso, preso o presto avrai, che speri un giorno arrivi e che ti tocchi. Tu, che giochi in questo tempo senza tempo, a dare tutto ora e che sia eterno. Adesso fermati con me, pensa a quanto sia migliore l'impararsi rispetto al bello che non resta più di un soffio. Che le cose costruite con la calma di credersi, capirsi e accettarsi sono case che non crollano ai crudi colpi di darsi colpe, ma restano e resistono nel rispetto. Per questo resto fermo e non ti metto né a destra né a sinistra di un giudizio, ma esercito il diritto di essere me, con tutti i mali che mi hanno reso più o meno in pieno e vuoto suono, che ora senti. You didn't understand anything, but it's okay.
I understood most of it because I learned Italian when I was a kid.
Right, yeah.
And I lived on the island.
Somebody else,
yeah.
I hope somebody else will get it. And I wanted to close the triad with something in English.
Mm-hmm.
So I recovered something in my computer. And it's called, the end is the name of the poem. So I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. So, I wonder why should we be slaves to time and money? Because we have just one life, and we spend all of it denying that we're just here by chance, and there's no evidence of any God or will to invoke right while you kill. It cannot be your faith, the answer to those many questions, nor your prayers to save us from the sins you invented. It's time you admit that's fear that gives a meaning to your life. Locks keep the world from getting inside of you. The system is not working. There are still people starving, no water, no hygiene, and you complain about going to school. Our lifetime should be spent to enhance our knowledge and find out how to go where humankind will prosper. You're fucking late. People now will rise against you. We don't care about your money and your religion. It's time we share freedom from your brainwash therapy. How could spending money on drones and bombs be a step towards a world of peace? I live my life without lying, because I know that we're right when we do our best to make the people that we love shine. So keep that in mind. Life is just a ride. Respect is the only law that we are meant to follow. I know it's easier said than done, but we got to rise up and take back the true laws that true book is worth. We're just an accident, and we don't own nothing. We're one sixth an animal, but our brain should handle our dystopic impulse. Keep yourself from wasting time, because we're not here to stay. Enjoy your life and think about what we really are. You see, I am you.
Woo!
Thank you.
Nice. Nice, very nice. Okay, Philip.
Myself. I unmuted myself.
Yes.
That's a title of a new poem. Ignacio said that he was somewhere on Tenerife, no?
Yes.
Well, this poem was written in Tenerife.
Oh.
So it's called Hunting Season. There should be a hunting season for karaoke singers to be shot between 10 p.m. and midnight. In a parallel world, oversized butterflies have tattoos of binge drinking Brits on their butts. On the road to Oz, toads were more attracted to storks, flies to frogs, than foam to the beer in the bar downstairs. But the beer was not what bothered the haunted squealing. The end of the world? As the volcano contemplated erupting. But that would be too much fame for the Wigan Arms, as the moon, Venus, and Mars dance to the tunes the drunk burped in the cloudless nighttime skies. Then we have an Indian poem. We have an Indian poem, one that I have written, and thanks also to Rati Saxena, because I mean, it's thanks to her that I got there. And this was written in Trivandrum and the backwaters. And it's called What Defines Us is How We Rise After We Have Fallen. After something that was said about relationships, this is perhaps also not bad. What philosophy shares with poetry is that there are no answers, which doesn't mean there shouldn't be questions asked. Mosquitoes are eager to visit the library. Poetry is like an ochre beach, wondering why the ocean has left. But luckily, there is the sea. I mesmerized during the lecture of the teacher to the village women. Standing around the microphone is a crowd trying to make out who's saying what, when. The village people are in awe of so many organizational talents working together for the bettering of their lives. They want to suck out the last word out of the communion of poets gathered to enlighten themselves with words of wisdom. The sun finds a way to boil the water in our bodies, but the sea is close by, so that's a comforting thought. The sea should just be sea. The waves not be confined to concrete jaws. You build a big wall and your soul is confined within the wall, the teacher tells the gazing crowds. They are in awe with this politically correct interpretation of the works of the poets who have appeared from them. The Chinese daughter dances over the wall, confining the shrine within its garden. She applauded the public before gracefully jumping to another part of the wall. Her soul seems very free on top of that wall, close by the sea. The crows are back, screeching their agreement to the shouting teacher. He confines the rainbow and the text to a unicolored shade of red ochre beach sand. I arrive at the end of this level. The crows accompanied me to the steps of the next incarnation. All hail to the teachings of the poets. Enlightenment is near. We thank the people thanking people who are thanking people who thank those present who did thank the people earlier. At the beach, a bra washed ashore, sparkling the glimpse of imagination. And then another South African poem, which is based on a conversation we had in a hotel room with a lot of poets, and a lot of booze, and a lot of chocolate. Not particularly in that order. And we compared history, and we came out with this poem, and it's dedicated also to Matete, who was one of the inspiring people after this poem, which is also a little bit of a blues song. So it's possible that you could think I am singing if it's not quite in the right tone or note, whatever. I mean, just plug your ears. There is a river, you know. The water flows to an ocean. Life flows through it. There is a river, you know. Trees on the banks, reeds wave on the rhythm. Life flows through it. There is a river, you know. Tides and rains feed it, watering fertile lands. Life flows through it. There is a river, you know. Too many times the river turns red. Life flows through it. There is a river, you know. Banks littered, aspirations, hopes, futures. Life flows through it. There is a river, generation perished, trying to wade through it. Life flows through it. There is a river, you know. Life flows through it. The river turns red. The river turns red. Life flows through it. There is a river, you know. Every country has a river. Every country has a generation coloring rivers red with their lives washed away within the reeds, between the trees, washed up on the other bank. There is a river, you know.
Woo! Yep. This one is good. You shouldn't be afraid of singing.
Thank you.
Okay. It was Nahualli next, right?
Okay, if I understood, I have to do another three more texts, right?
Yep.
Okay, just let me. I have something here that I want to share with you on English because I have to translate some text to share with everyone because not all the people understand language. Well, basically the English and whatever. And okay, yes. Well, basically, I want to appreciate you again for all you to share your text. I really appreciate to share with you your time, and I hope to arrange something all together in person.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, wherever you want. Mexico could be great. You have to go there, and not many people there.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, thank you for. Well, anyway, I want to talk like a grandfather. It's explain. Well, my next text is I translate in English. It's the revenge of the shadow of the black days of the absolute power. It talks about just about social movements. The text I read it like first person, but it's try to involve like a voice of the society. I wrote this like 1 year ago. And this next. This is the revenge of the shadow of the black days of the absolute power. The title of that. And who thinks is so strong to resist to me? Because up here everything must do obey me. Disobey. I see the hurts. I see your hurts. The future and the past. I am here and everywhere. I don't depend on time, distance of a space. I make and give happiness as a servant of the world. Because my gaze pierces through the thickness, darkness, and the walls, collecting a thousand of tissues with the full hands. New places rise with my gaze, and I am the architect. I am the architect who is never grown, never commit a mistake, because I see flowers growing everywhere. I see men and women, everything growing when it rains, when I can do raining. See the shameless man try to bend this arm of steel, soften a diamond heart, because deep down where you run away, you will still hearing my voice, because it's this voice that speak to you, that this voice dominates the voice of the thunder, and my gaze travels with the clarity of the sun, and because I am equal, the one who shares the light and darkness. Destiny is my own show, because I am the last hope, a secret place in the heart of the sea where I look at the sentences. There is no human power to stop your arrest, because the arm that holds you will never let you go. And if you don't believe in good, if you don't believe in God, now you will believe in demons, because who tells you says it to you. Your bullets cannot hurt me no more, through doing damage in your job. The full satisfaction of my taste, with the feelings that fade away like the clouds under the rays of the sun, leaving black and cloudy days, where we are all shareholders in this great company of eternity. First one.
Woo!
And let me search the seconds. Sorry, you hear some music in my behind me, but I try to find the first place to get a good internet.
It's okay. We can understand you.
Well, if you cannot hear me clear, I can move another corner.
So far, it's good.
Let me see. I think someone smiled. Okay. Born in an intergalactic taxi, patriots travel, stabbing other men for a place in a hell. Light pales the platform on the background. Under this sky painted with carbon monoxide brush strokes. You eat flowers wearing masks through the streets of the loneliness and the strobeness of survival, because it's really difficult to walk where the saints float in an ocean of periods of centuries. The cloud is yellow, same rusty sky and kind landscape, walking toward the navel of the moon. Hunger is the only culprit without sentence to jail. You have to kill it. Children with gas mask, the ants from another planet, other copper color, and the latter's eyes, children of meteorite. Nearly blind old men in apocalypse, living prisoner of ignorance, while peasants follow the asphalt rivers, they become precarious. We return to heaven like smoke, singing ceremony of physical disintegration. Thousands of fish succumbing to the new lifestyle in the ocean, throwing puffs of oil and petrol through their eyes, ejaculation of the progress, but naturally has adapted. The adapting is us. The revolutionaries of light do not want to burn cities, but we want to burn consciences. A polymer capsule to feed the body and the flame of light to feed the spirit, while moving forward, because the meaning of life is lost. You stand still and stop. And darkness can be illuminated, but not the emptiness. Live, because belief is a balm of the spirit. Give me drinking of water on the blue sky over the great lagoon of the Valley of Mexico, and in the middle of the black winded buzzards, the boring intestine of a foreign breakfast. Remember the day that it rained and the skies fell. It was then that the cycle of the sixth sun began, and a new fire that emerged from the stone where the stars were they the next new nest. And the third one.
Woo!
It's similar than that feeling. It's a blues. No, well, I will do something different. This is based on my experience of psychedelic plants. This is like a kind of travel between all the kind of plants I have tried, and about your consignments and your spirit, and how you, when you feel sick, and when you try all these plants of the gods, you feel healthy again.
Mm-hmm.
The name of this text is the plants of the gods, and it says like. I'm going to open my eyes to the reality has told me, to the unity that the Occident obscured by this hypermaterialism reality. I'm going to open my wings made with steel feathers to fly over the oniric Kabat and to look at the evil that has fallen and return as healthy man. The poison of the war has passed me. I am intoxicated with everything because everything I touch and I saw, everything has poison. All plants of the gods, give me the divinity of your urine, blood, and flesh, to see that I'm not alive, to see that I'm not dead. Sameben Jebegwe has grown a boga with the fingers of the dropped Bibatu, the witty eating rind in the rivers with the ancient levitate with the Iboga's power. I ate Toloache leaves, and the leaves made me dizzy. I ate the Toloache leaves, and the leaves made me tremble. Eating Toloache leaves, my rheuma will heal. I hear the judgment of trumpets, and I fall into a trance. Snakes and jaguar quarrel over my essence. Normal life is an illusion. My Arutam Wakani to the wonder world is going God to agree with the evil forces. I have found the power of Halukas and Nabal, Coatl, Shoshawikatl. With these 13 seeds, give me Slovas words for this streaming dialogue. I saw the San Antonio's fire that in a bread I took it for breakfast, like ergot that burns my feet and hands, watching how everything around of me melts, and as a Superman melt into that liquid aluminium that I put in a glass blues. At night, I ride a broom wherever I want. I put mandrake, belladonna, henbane, and a little butt from a dead child, and I'm gonna take a flight. I'm back from a cosmic trip to free my soul from body confident with ayahuasca. I'm a jaguar walking to the sound of the drums, crossing the dimensions of the microscopic. Amanita of mine, Amanita of my heart. Muscaria, I have called you. Some synthesis name I give you. Owapak always grows. My Janine fills the clouds with summer, and you will have a fertile to the earth with your rain. Fresh people into leaves. Seek the salvation of the pure orgasm, far from the unit. You smoke the nectar that drips from the sky, concentrated by Shiva, realizing the smoke from Jaya that makes me speak to Santa Rosa, intercessor of the Virgin. The Onanacatl takes me to the world that speaks, where everything has been, where it all went, where holy children comes by themselves, as the wine arrives without their knowledge, where or why. There is dear grandfather who brought to me the Wirikuta and Tatewari we listed. I stole, alive, I killed, I called, I fuck, I fuck, I fuck, I fuck. Confession of purification to cross the bridge of thundering clouds and beach day separation. The cosmic threshold, the world will end, and the unity will be here, but only for the food, the plants of the gods, all plants of the god. Give me wisdom of what have never been and never was, O plants of gods. Take me to the Nyarika mystical experience of the unity, where his light will illuminate us with the power of the gods. Thank you very much.
Very shamanic. Okay, Ignacio.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So yeah, I'm going to do another two now. The first one is kind of new, so I'm going to perform it in Spanish. The second one I'm going to perform in English. But the first one, it's about poetry and about poets. So I will put this here. And if you still listen to me, I will go in Spanish. La poesía es un arma cargada de futuro. El problema es que las armas casi siempre las empuñan imbéciles. Y entonces, ¡brum! Instapoetas. ¡Bam! Que tuve que perderme para encontrarme. Hashtag viaje interior. Hashtag Ibiza. ¡Bam! Escribo estos versos con la tinta de tu ausencia. Hashtag love. Hashtag ausencia. La poesía es un arma cargada de futuro. El problema es que el futuro igual puede ser distopía. Y entonces todo ese bombardeo mediático que nos vende la revolución de la poesía joven resulta estar orquestada por las mismas matrices de poder capitalista que fagocitan las revoluciones y las vomitan vueltas bienes de consumo que tragamos sonrientes con el cuento de la democratización de las voces, que para lo único que sirve es para entronar aquellas que son realmente funcionales a dicho sistema y enterrar aquellas que realmente incomodan, así olvidarnos que al final del día no habla el que quiere, habla el que puede. La poesía es un arma cargada de futuro. El problema es que faltan balas, sobran balas y falta puntería. Y entonces, disparan progresismo en ambientes progresistas y ¡au! Disparan feminismo en ambientes feministas y ¡ay! Disparan ecologismo en ambientes ecologistas y a ver si alguna vez van a disparar a terreno enemigo y se bancan que las balas vuelvan con la misma violencia con que las disparan. Que si la metralla hace ráfaga en una sola dirección, más que revolución es paja. La poesía es un arma cargada de futuro. Y este poema es corresponsal de guerra, que se abre paso entre trincheras hipsters y cuarteles de la internacional molarista, y que entre tanto fuego de artificio, tanto gas lacrimógeno y tanta bomba de humo, espera que el día que le toque caer vencido, sea este o cualquier otro, la bala que le atraviese el pecho sea la de un poeta. Y gracias.
Muy bien.
Thank you so much. So, and the next one I'm going to perform in English. So this one was a newish one, and the one that I'm going to do now is kind of an old one. One of the first poems I wrote when I first started doing Koronaslam. It's called Circles. I'm going to drink some water.
Cheers.
Circles. It goes like this. A square is nothing more than a deceptive circle, disguised with seductive angles and its axis sensations it causes, and invite us to go through it, then to return us by the most basic rondure, the same place where we started. I quote, "Love is around the corner. I must live in a roundabout." You know, laughter, how always the saddest realities, everything goes by and slips away in this world of circles, loves, vices, years. Everything returns to that point. Or not. No, see, that would only be the reality if one wanted to graduate as elementary optimistic. The truth is that everything that matters can be anything but spirals, always returning to the same place, yes, but always moving away a little more. Every New Year's Eve, people hug their toes, hug each other, and throw fireworks. Every New Year, they deceive themselves with the promise of a new beginning, like a circle that closes, another that opens, yet nothing starts. Everything is continuity, spiral that moves away with every breath. Like the coils we light up on those suffocating summer nights to end with the mosquitoes' reign of terror, our lives are spirals that light up with our first sight, but are simpler, wider, less sinuous end. There, a slow race of fire begins, one that consumes us and which, as time goes by, and experience piles up, it turns vertiginous and spiraling. As we assimilate the world, things turn repetitive, faster and faster. Things still go by and slip away. Good ones turn into guilt and bad ones into nostalgia. Our path, like a bridge, keeps burning behind our backs with every step we take, unique and irreversible, as we find ourselves in the same place quicker and quicker. Eventually, the collection of life experiences leave us now with a world which is a simple repetition of customs and events. Our coil, bit by bit, reaches its center, its end, our end. By the flow, at mercy of oblivion, we're just a trail of ashes. To find love or any other thing, corners, articles, and avenues, and seas, and mountains, square are nothing but deceptive circles around the corner. There's just another corner, and yet another, and yet another, that takes us back to the same place where we started, with less time, more exhaustion, and the same loneliness. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, Simone.
Ah, nice. Yes.
Nice.
nice. Okay. The second round, I still got 2 Italian poems and then an English one. So I try to keep it short, and like Ignacio, I'm a champion in being left by people, and I wrote a lot. I wrote a lot about that, and this one's called While My Eyes Caress You, and it's about the moment when you realize she's going to leave. And she knows, and she sleeps. And you understand it, and you kind of never sleep again.
Nice.
Ormai dormo, di ora mi dorme, origami di forme d'ombre, d'oro e odori d'edera, ed erano ardire di t'amo, ma ora tremo, e temo tu tiri remi a bordo, perda interesse in me, un essere che sa solo tessere, intere tessere intrise di te, tenere senza, e senza remore te lo tenga a distanza, danzando da sola e lasciandomi dinanzi al fatto compiuto. Hai tutto intatto, stretto in un pugno, trattami contatto se tutto è distrutto dal contatto con il lato brutto di me. Dimenticami se vuoi, io non farò mai altrettanto. And the second one is, thanks, the second one is because among us there's a man who coordinates, but well, he drives everybody together, and he made us come to Belgium twice in a row because he's kind and gentle and mad. And so this one is for Philip. That made me write this because in a European Championship, he wanted us to write about Europe in the sense of borders, and I see borders as limits, and this one is called Limits. Sarà che ho mani calde e amo accoglier freddi da cullare. o anche che ti chiedo s'accoccola in abbracci che ho fortuna di dar buono, ma è proprio che ho sete di sentire. Tra te e me è meglio non avere niente, perché se segni tuo tutto il territorio, finisce che la vita sa urina. O forse il mio è solo timore di finire davanti al grosso nulla che ho. E sarà giusto il prendere, il pretendere, il pregare, credendo d'essere fulcro sin da feti. Siamo nati soli in mezzo a un universo che ti fa pensare tuo e a te dovuto. È il perfetto che t'aspetti che accresce e accredine, ma credimi se dico non esiste. E si sta bene, giuro, anche con poco, se poi con l'esser sé sei sempre onesto. E stima bene quello che hai vissuto. Hai visto come accumuli continuo? Se hai sempre più, e poi t'annoi, ma a noi di ciò che ce ne viene? Le vene del viver bene sono alte e tremano soltanto se sai riempirle di sapere. Il sapore della vita è nel mangiarla e sorridere del gusto inaspettato che si scopre, e uniti e non disgiunti si giunge al nuovo. O voi credete d'aver tutto e che vi basti? Pasti a base d'asti, mensa e sbagli, ma reso abbastanza saggio da capire che vado solo se ti dono ore e che il migliore me è noi. And the last one is for a movement, an American movement, which is called It Gets Better, and it's for people, especially for gay guys or girls that are bullied during teenage, and it's a movement that covers stories about people that attempted suicide, but they didn't, and because it gets better. And this is called This Day Is Not Gray. I'm falling in our past, a nonsense journey to understand who we are and keep this May. So I look to the sky and ask myself why I don't feel nothing while I face this breathtaking truth. But I believe one day I'll breathe. I'll feel alive. That day won't be gray. I'll hold the sand, all mine to the end. I hate myself, but this day is not gray. I'm giving all my best. I know it's not much, but at least I try to set the highest standards I've got. But all this shit I got to take, it's almost unbearable. I won't bring no one to life until I'll change this stillborn world. But I believe one day I'll breathe, I'll feel alive, and that day won't be gray. It's time I do something to get me out of here. This is just a huge fault of narrow-minded people. I'm born so. No choice or illness of any sort. We're all one, no difference. That's what I'll keep on screaming. My faith is still strong because I know it gets better. And I believe one day I'll breathe, I'll feel alive. That day won't be gray. I'll hold the sand, all mine to the end. I hate myself, but this day it's not gray. Thanks.
Great. Okay, guys. One last poem for the end. Philip?
Yes. Unmuting. Unmuting. In my previous book, which was called Mrs. Belgian Chocolate, there was in the future a work in progress. I've now written in the future a work in progress too. But first of all, I want to thank you, Dino, for inviting me. I want to thank all my colleague poets for all the fantastic poetry that I've heard. It's almost as good as being live together. It would be nicer if we could be really together. Yeah. So let's hope that we will make the next thing happen, to be all together in a bar, yeah, drinking something.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, this as such is for all the poets, for all the people in these times, and it's supposed to be also a message of hope. And it's one of the poems that is also in the new book. In the future, there will be home. Home to pot a plant, home to listen to music, home to paint the mirror, home to visit the web, home to applaud at 8, home to watch the news, home to chat with your loved ones, home to read, home to talk, home to walk, home to work, home to study, home to teach, home to live, home to think about what to do in the future, when there will be home. Home to repot a plant, home to listen to your music, home to paint the other mirror, home to visit a web shop, home to applaud at 8, home to watch the news, home to chat with your loved ones, home to read, home to talk, home to walk, home to work, home to study, home to teach, home to live, home to think about what to do in the future, when there will be home. Home to sop a plant, home to listen to more music, home to paint the mirror that fell on the floor, home to visit your webcasts, home to applaud at 8, home to watch the news, home to chat with your loved ones, home to read, home to talk, home to walk, home to study, home to teach, home to live, home to think about what to do in the future, when there will be home. Thank you very much.
Very actual. Okay. We do not hear you. You turned off your mic off, Nahualli.
Okay, I think it's now done.
Yes, it's now on.
Okay, I will perform on this in Spanish. I hope to share with you all my text at the end of this event. I would like to share my email and send you with you my text. Many of my texts are in Spanish.
Great.
And but I want to edit it in English. Nowadays, I am editing in Serbian, Serbian. Nice. And I would like to share with you for free. If you share with me your emails.
Yes.
And in English or whatever. And but well, all depend the language. You do it change, but I will performance this. My last text. It's about the mafia and the crime in Mexico, when everybody are involved in the violence. Even if you are not involved with the crime, you are exposed with the crime, because the guns and the bullets and the shots, it's everywhere in the streets. And when you die, when when someone dies in Mexico for violence, people say that you die because you are involved in crime, but it's not true. People say that you are in bad steps, and that's the title of my next text. Bad steps. You are on bad steps because you are involved in crime. You are died when you are streets died or bold. Everybody think that you because very bad steps, and it is bad steps. And I will perform it in Spanish. I hope to share it with you in English, but now I will do it in Spanish. Bad steps. Camino a casa, confiaba mi fe, con estampitas de varios santos guardados en mi cartera. Remate en la cabeza y en el corazón. Esta vez estuvo cerca. Apenas me tiré directo al suelo. Me tocó un mal clima esta mañana. El aguacero granizo de cobre disparados en la planta baja del número 5 de la calle Esperanza en la colonia de New World, Paradise City. Code postal 01100110011001111. In the next day, they find it there murdered because he was in bad steps. El apóstol Juan confirmed the rumors. Everybody, we have the guilty, we have the fall to die. Everybody, we have the fall to die, to be on bad steps. Everybody, we have fault. We are guilty to die. Everybody have to pay for Jesus crucified for all our sins, because we are guilty to be in bad steps. But Jesus nowadays, he's wearing a uniform as a police, as an army, as a marine, like a municipal police. Jesus nowadays have a wife and 4 sons, daughters, and Jesus have a diabetes with 3 years of life and credits for Coppel, Walmart, and for the local bank. But Jesus also have is dying for our sins. Jesus is pick up, is hungry because he's in bad steps. Jesus have a weapon C-Zeta 805 green al calibre 5.53 Kalashnikov. Jesus have a Kalashnikov, a NATO, because Jesus is showing diarily with nails, red nails in the manantial. Jesus is wearing a weapon, a Kalashnikov. Jesus is wearing a Kalashnikov. This time was so close. I did a jump directly to the open sea. I I am unrolled by myself to the rim of the palms. These old tree crush, throw between the bones. Everything feels so deep, so heavy, within a sea, open sea, and a red color. I'm trying to going out, but I see those lights very far. Those lights very far, over me, so far, far away. I feel so sleepy. John tells me that is the last round of alcohol. The bar is almost closed. I feel really hungry, and it's feeling really cold. The red sea, it's take me out. The lighting, I see the light so far from the beach. Don't call me. I think I will not wake up tomorrow. This time was so close. Tomorrow morning, the people they say that I was in bad steps. They will say that I was dark, that I was not violent, not raped. While I write my lines with the red hands, my own lines of my own death. This time was so close that tomorrow people said I was in bad steps. Thank you so much.
Thank you, gracias.
Thank you.
Ignacio, I think you're mute.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, now you're good.
So, okay, I'm going to do one last one. It's going to be in Spanish. So, just what I was going. One thing. I just want to thank the Czech Republic Poetry Slam team, because I have this T-shirt that I love, and it's from the Czech Poetry Slam.
Nice.
Yeah, I really think they're like the best T-shirts regarding Poetry Slam in Europe. So if you want to have them, they can send it. And they're very, very nice. You have like a couple of models. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just like slam stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, the last poem is going to be in Spanish, but the good part is, because you invited me to do this, is that the poem is about Croatia, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I wrote this poem while I was in Croatia. I took a bus I was touring in Bosnia, and I took the bus from Bosnia to Split, from Sarajevo to Split. And these parts are some parts probably you won't understand. I don't know how is your Spanish lessons going. But but you can give it a try.
Yeah.
Maybe you recognize some word like split.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah. Anyways, this is the last poem. I'm going to do this. Are you still listening and watching me? Because I just switched to like Word.
We don't see your video.
You don't see my video?
Nope. It's just a frozen picture.
because
Yeah, no.
I can, now I'm in, but I can, okay, I think it's going to be no video because I don't remember this by heart. I need to read it from the phone.
Okay.
So I need to switch to the thing.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah. It's going to be Spanish voice.
Okay.
It's better. It's not like too much to look at. Okay, here I go. El Adriático en todo su esplendor. Los pueblos de la costa croata, como un collar de diamantes, se despliegan a lo largo de ella. La ventanilla del bus en el que viajo pareciera ser la vidriera de una vida mejor. De aquel lado, el turquesa infinito, los barcos, lujosas, dentelladas, las casas bajas de tejados simples, porque en este mundo no existe nada más ostentoso que la simpleza premeditada. De este lado, el conductor administra el aire acondicionado de forma tal que nadie se desmaye, pero tampoco se queje. Un muchacho convencionalmente aestético bebe una Coca-Cola genérica de marca Bosnia. A menudo me da por pensar que yo también soy la versión genérica de la vida de alguien más. Una versión de prueba de esta aplicación expiró hace tiempo y craqueamos, pero falla seguido y nos hace pensar si no será mejor desinstalarnos por completo antes de que se vuelva insoportable. 5 minutos después de subir al bus, supe que olvidé mis lentes de sol en la estación. Y hace 3 horas que un sol fulminante me lo recuerda, cegándome a través de la vidriera, y de aquel lado otros aprovechan para su goce. Lo que me angustia no es la pérdida, sino la imposibilidad de llenar el vacío. Ahora pienso en robar unos nuevos, porque soy tan imbécil que me engaño, creyendo que el universo me los debe y no que es mi culpa haberlos perdido. Justificar absolutamente todo lo malo que hago con todo lo malo que me pasa, nunca al revés. Víctima del universo, victimario de los demás, no digo que los otros sean mejores, solo que yo no soy bueno. Construir puentes y luego quemarlos, el oficio que elegí o se me impuso. Finalmente el bus abre sus puertas y se nos permite acceder al otro lado. Entramos como entra cualquiera, que tiene los bolsillos vacíos, mirando. Split es un shopping hermoso, casi da gusto chocarse con tsunamis de asiáticos por calles angostas. Uno cree que las ruinas son sinónimo de decadencia, hasta que ve tiendas de recuerdos empotradas en ellas. La decadencia es siempre presente y futuro, el pasado es lo único que viene a salvarnos. Esto lo digo en un sentido de la estética. Si hablamos de mí, el pasado me condena. Desperdicié mi vida al menos durante 27 años y nada que pueda hacer en el futuro va a cambiar eso. Puedo medir mi vida por todas las cosas que no hice. Más aún, puedo medirla por todo lo que ya no podré hacer. Considero que hay gente que es genuinamente feliz, sin necesidad de autoengaño. Los detesto. Yo ni siquiera puedo encontrar las palabras para explicarme a mí mismo mi infelicidad. Ver gente de vacaciones me angustia. ¿No les hace ruido descansar de sus vidas? Yo sé que la mayoría no puede hacer nada al respecto. Esto me angustia todavía más. Estar todo el tiempo en movimiento tampoco cierra la herida. Solo hace que el rastro de sangre impresione menos, que los demás hagan menos preguntas. Viajar es de extrema importancia para entender que allá afuera no hay nada, es decir, que hay millones de cosas que por tanto son irrelevantes. Todas te pueden cambiar, ninguna arreglarte. Ahora un guía cuenta entre risas la historia de un emperador croata a los turistas asiáticos. En eso se ha convertido el pasar a la historia, ser un dato de color en el gran parque de diversiones que es el mundo. Este hombre asesinó, conquistó, lideró ejércitos y fue asesinado. Su legado es de sufrimiento para su pueblo y tantos otros. Esta estatua fue erguida para recordar los horrores de la guerra. Tóquenle el dedo gordo del pie. Dicen que trae suerte. Gracias.
Woo! Thank you. That was nice.
Thank you, Dino.
Simone.
Thank you, Ignacio.
Oh,
Ciao. Enjoy the island. And for the last thing, because I don't call them poems, is my first English song that made it to YouTube. It's about, it took me 17 years to write it, and it's short because I didn't understand why a friend of mine did something. And it's called, you'll understand. Is it something new, the thing that you do? Is it real and true, the overwhelming blue? I still care if you go on living through this demanding blue that keeps rotting in your core. Please, not anymore. Let me take out all the mess that your past hammered down, deep down inside you. Time will keep denying the things you do over and over again. No one will change. No one will save you. Even though this song will never right my wrongs, I'll sing it all life long to make sure that you know that I admit my faults. People don't change. They just learn how to deal with their lives. And you chose to die. So, time will keep denying the things you've done over and over again. No one has changed you and no one has saved you, but I will keep reminding the things that you've done to everyone, everywhere.
Oof. This one is heavy. Grazie. Thank you all.
Grazie a tutti.
Sì, grazie a tutti. Thank you very much everyone for participating in this. It was real pleasure and hope to see you soon. I don't know, ASAP. To have a drink in a bar, to have poetry performing live together in front of the audience and having a good time. Cheers, people.
Cheers.
Cheers and
Cheers. Cheers.
Take care. Stay healthy. Hope to see you soon.
Keep slamming and thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep on doing the good work.
You too. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
See you. Cheers. Thank you a lot.
Ok. Gasimo. Hvala ljudi svima. Ovo je bio Koronaslam 8 iz svijeta i Europe. Pozdrav svima. Doviđenja.